Hello darlings, welcome back to another episode of Dining Through the Decades. In this week's episode, we're going to be using a cookbook from 1941, which is actually from Victoria, Australia. And there are so many delicious recipes in here, so many pudding recipes, but I ended up finding one that I thought sounded really yummy called queen pudding. I've never made it before, it sounds delicious, so let's get into it. So the first step in the recipe, I've got a pint of milk and I'm going to bring this to the boil. While I wait for the milk to boil, I'm just going to add in some of my other ingredients into our mixing bowl. I've got some bread that I blitzed up, or you can also use cake crumbs. It also asks for a tablespoon of sugar that I'm just going to add in. And then I'm just going to prepare the other ingredients. So I've got 2 eggs here that I'm just going to separate the yolks from the whites. And now I'm just going to grate the rind of a whole lemon. And just making sure not to grate that white part in the lemon, because then that's what gives it a really bitter taste. Oh, smells so good. Alright, milk is done. Just going to put that lemon aside and pour in the hot milk over the top of this mixture. I'm just going to pour the milk over the sugar and crumbs that I've gotten here. Almost seems very runny. I wonder whether this will thicken a little bit. Alright, I'm just going to set this aside while I keep zesting the lemon. Oh, this is taking forever. Alright. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to lightly beat these egg yolks here. So thankfully this mixture has thickened up after the bread has just soaked in all the milk. I was really worried that it was just going to be watery and I would have already ruined the recipe, but it looks good. Alright. So it says to add the lemon rind and the egg yolks. And adding the egg yolks, and I'm just going to mix that all together. Hopefully it doesn't cook the egg yet. It says to put this mixture into a pie dish, which I do have, but the pie dish won't fit into the baking dish that I need to sit these in with water underneath. So I'm going to go for these little ramekins and hopefully they work out just as well. So I'm going to grease these and then add the mixture in. Alright, just gonna pour this in, hopefully not spill it everywhere. Ah! Oops. Yep, I've already spilled it everywhere. good planning from me. It's the perfect amount. Okay, now I'm just gonna put these little ramekins into the water. And now I'm gonna bake this in a moderate oven for half an hour. While the pudding's in the oven, I'm just going to whip together my 2 egg whites with a bit of sugar. The whites that we're mixing together is actually going to be like a little meringue over the top of the pudding when we take it out. And then we pop it back in the oven and crisp it up. It sounds really, really yummy and I can't wait to eat it. So I'm just going to mix these up until stiff peaks form. Ooh, it looks so good. Lovely. Oven mitts. Okay, it's ready. It's taken much longer than the half an hour that it predicted. Our oven is not that hot, so I'm not sure whether that was the problem or otherwise I just felt like the pudding wasn't cooking. So let's take it out and have a look. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's really heavy with the water. Woo. Okay. All right. How am I gonna pick these up out of here? Take them out. It just says take them out. How can I take them out? I'm just gonna try and pour this down the sink without ruining my puddings. Oh. That would be right. I had to dunk the whole thing in. Oh, that was the only way I could get the puddings out. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Absolute chaos. Hopefully I haven't totally destroyed these puddings. I wasn't able to pick these ramekins up from the top because the water was too high. So I decided that I'd pour the water off, but then in pouring it all off, the water went into the ramekins. So I kind of had to get the water out of there too. So hopefully I haven't destroyed them. On top of the puddings, I'm going to be putting a bit of raspberry jam and then we're topping it off with some whipped egg whites so that can be our little meringues on top and putting them back in the oven until they're lightly browned. Yum. I'm thinking I might need to whip this again. It looks like it's separated a bit because it's been sitting here for so long because the pudding has taken so long. So I'm just gonna re-whip this and hopefully it'll be fine. Let's hope this works. I'm very happy with that. I thought that this was at the point of no return. All right, I've got my re-whipped, beautiful creamy egg whites, and I'm just gonna plop this on top. Oh, this is gonna be so yum. Ooh. I'm gonna try and make this look pretty. I'm just going to sit these ramekins on a baking tray because I'm worried that there's going to be some meringue spilling over the edge. There we go. Looks so cute. Lovely. I'm going to bake these queen puddings in the oven till crisp and a light fawn colour. Our queen puddings are done, so let's take them out of the oven. Ooh, they look fantastic. They look so good, oh my gosh. Perfect and crispy and a lovely light brown. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm gonna drop it. Oh, they smell good. These smell and look delicious, so let's go give it a try. Alright, I'm so excited to try this. I'm actually not gonna lie, I just pulled off a little bit of the meringue on top and ate it because I can't wait. Alright, I'm just gonna dig straight into the side. Oh, so good. That smells so nice. The jam. I've only got jam. I haven't actually hit the pudding yet. That's just jam and meringue. Hot. Yum. The zest makes it so lovely. This is a really nice pudding. I don't often have puddings, but this is just so lovely. The main part of the pudding, I think, only had a tablespoon or something of sugar, so it's not that much, and it was made on bread. If you made it with cake, it would be much sweeter. But because it's just bread, it feels like a healthy, well, the main part of the pudding is really nice and balanced. It's not overly sweet, but the meringue is sweet and the jam, I put a lot of jam on, is sweet as well. So it's just like the perfect match altogether. This queen pudding is absolutely divine. I would definitely recommend making this for Christmas. It's the perfect little dessert that is not too heavy for after Christmas dinner or even Christmas Eve. The zestiness really lightens it up and makes it not feel too heavy, and it's just fresh and delightful. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next week for another episode of Dining Through the Decades. Bye! I hope that works. And quite a few puddings. The milk is almost ready, but while I wait, the milk is almost ready, so I'm just gonna forget about the milk, alright? Shut up, Sage, honestly. Why am I like this? I'm gonna grate this, oh yeah, I put them on right this time.